Found out about the trade, and what was your reaction? Where were you when you found out about the trade?
My agent called me around 9 o'clock. At first I was very surprised, but then I realized it was a great opportunity for me, and so I was very excited and very happy.
Were you in the United States or were you in France?
I was in Denver.
Oh,
I was in Denver working out.
Okay.
So yeah.
What do you think about joining a young team like this? I mean, there's a lot of guys 21, 22, 23 years old, just like yourself. How would that be different?
That's exciting. It's exciting to be with a bunch of young guys. As a player, it's always fun to be around young guys because you feel comfortable with them, and it's just a great opportunity, like I said.
Have any of them reach out to you?
Yes, 3 of them. I had Tobias, Victor, and Nick, who speak French.
Talking about languages, hi, this is Farah from Telemundo Orlando. Do you know Spanish?
I don't.
Oh, no chance?
No.
European usually know like 2 or 3 languages. I was hoping.
I'm French and half Algerian, so no Spanish.
No Spanish. Well, your experience with the French League and now with Denver as well, how do you think that will help the Orlando Magic team?
You mean me? Or
Yes.
How can I help the team?
Yes.
I think I'm a two-guard with a good size. I can shoot the ball and I can handle the ball. And, like I said, I'm very excited because I know I'm going to handle the ball, and that's what I like to do. In Denver, I was more of a shooter, stationary shooter, and that's not what I do best. So I'm very happy.
Evan, you mentioned you're part French, part Algerian. Where soccer, football is the biggest sport.
Yes.
How did you wind up playing basketball as opposed to soccer?
I actually tried to go to the soccer team in my hometown, and it was full. So I said, let's try basketball.
How old were you when that happened?
I was 8.
They turned you away.
Yeah, turned me over. I played, judo, swim a little bit.
And for those of us who are a little unfamiliar with your game, can you just tell us how your last season in Denver went and what changes you expect to see in your game when you come to Orlando?
Like I said, in Denver, I was more of a stationary shooter for some reasons, and I look forward to handle the ball a lot more in Orlando, because that's what I used to do in France, and that's what I'm very good at. So, like I said, it's great for me because I'm going to be able to show everyone what I can do with the ball.
So maybe more of an initiator?
Exactly. Creator, ball handler, exactly.
And you in France, I think you were twice like the rising star player of the year or whatever, and twice most improved.
Yes.
When did this dream of playing in the NBA, when did it become a reality? When did you think it was possible?
When I first started. My parents are both professional athletes, so I always grew up in an ambitious way. Always been ambitious, always worked hard, and since day one I wanted to be in the best league. So since day one.
What did your mom and dad play?
Judo.
Judo.
Both.
Judo.
Yes. So I got my ass kicked with it.
Did they go Olympic level or anything like that?
My dad was supposed to do the Olympic Games, but he got hurt, tore his ACL. But he had a good palmarès. He won the World Championship, Euro Championship twice.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think you can contribute to the team?
Even if I'm young, I've been a pro since I'm 16 years old, so experience. I experienced a lot of big games in Europe, shooting abilities, and just leadership.
Evan, in Denver, you wore number 94. You hinted at changing your number. Have you picked a new number yet, and could you reveal that to us?
I'm not sure yet. I'm still hesitating. 94 means a lot to me, so I don't know.
Okay.
Where did it come from?
It's the number of my district where I grew up in Paris. So I have the support from a lot of people in Paris.
How was Nick's French? He lived in Belgium some when he was a kid. How's his French?
That was great. I was surprised. it was great, really. Yes.
What did he first say to you? What was the first exchange?
How do you speak French? I mean, why? And I heard he grew up in Belgium, so I speak French with him.
What are some of your, you've seen the team, the Magic from afar now for 2 years. What are some of your impressions of the strengths of the team and some of the things that the team is looking to improve?
I only played against them twice, but what I first saw is they're young, but they play very hard. They play very hard. Like I said, they have a young team, so when you're young, you don't want to make any mistake. You are very focused and concentrating on what you can do.
Is this your first visit to Orlando?
Yes.
So how do you like it so far?
That's great. The weather's great. City's great. I mean, I'm going to visit a little bit more on the next few days, but I'm very happy. Very happy.
Evan, have you had a chance to sit down with Jock and Rob? What have they talked to you about? What they want? What they expect from you?
We had dinner last night, but it was not official. We didn't talk about basketball. It was more about getting to know each other.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking forward to talk to a coach to know what he expects from me.
Do you have any personal goals set out for yourself, whether this season or next season? And do you feel like sharing any of those with us?
Of course, I have some goals. I want to get better every season. I want to be important to this team. I want to grow with the team. I want to help them win games and be a great team. But I don't have any numbers in mind.
What do players like Tony Parker, Boris Diaw, their success? Mikael Peters, I don't know if you remember him. You played here. What has their success done for French basketball?
I think he's giving us credit when you play on the French league and you have good stats and good numbers. I think scouts understand that good players have done it before, like Tony, Boris, so they opened the gate for us. Mm-hmm. And it was great, and they are very cool. They called me on my rookie year and said, okay, you should do this, you should do that. It's great to have the family around.
Yeah. Has Tony or Boris, any of those guys specifically helped you out? Or?
Oh, yeah. Tony, especially Boris, we are very close. Mm-hmm. Boris and I did a commercial about 10 years ago. Mm-hmm. I was 12 years old, and I think he just got drafted by the Hawks. So we first met over there, mm-hmm. And since that day, we're still close.
You'll be playing for the French senior national team this summer, correct?
Yes.
What does that mean for you?
It means a lot, man. It's my country. It's my country. You can see the World Cup, how important it is for the people and for everyone. So it's very important to me.
Do you know what your role is yet for that team come August?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I have no idea.
What do you expect from this Magic team this upcoming season?
Getting better, win more games than last year, and keep growing as a team. I think the project in Orlando is have a bunch of young guys and just bring the city and the franchise to the top level. So hopefully that's what we want to do.
In Denver a few days ago, you gave away some of your Nuggets gear.
Yes.
And in front of the Pepsi Center, a whole
Yes.
bunch of fans came in there, met you, told you how much that meant to them. How much did that mean to you that people came out there to meet you?
It means a lot because coming from Europe, at first people don't really know you. They're kind of disappointed because they think you're not a good player. But the fans that show me love, I think it would be great to give them back. So just some gear is nothing. Just give it a little bit of my time, 15 minutes is nothing. Is my English pretty good? Yeah, thank you. I've been working on it for 2 weeks.
How did you learn it so well?
Took some classes before I got drafted. I thought it was important. And I'm trying to read the books, but I just bought a Game of Thrones, but it's too complicated. Too many words I can't read.
The book or the DVDs?
Both. Watch TVs also without subtitles. So I'm getting better.
Maurice Harkless is a big Game of Thrones fan, so you can talk about that with him.
Oh, cool. I have a good friend there.
Favorite character on that show or in the book?
Tyron Lannister.
Okay.
Of course.
Are you a soccer fan? Or a lot of professional athletes have really been involved with it, just like the rest of us. Have you stayed up on it?
I'm not a soccer fan, but I feel like every kid in Europe, you have to follow it because that's the main sport in Europe. It's huge, but you know, it's the World Cup. It's the biggest event in sports, so you have to follow it, of course.
Everyone good?
Yeah.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Welcome to